Okay, I made a video for this, but it was really boring and long-winded, so I said fuck it. I'm just gonna make a shorter showcase with my stuff. So you see that I'm like 5 soul levels ahead. You're wondering how I did it so fast, like how I farmed so fast. Well, it's really simple. First, the weapon. The weapon is is one of the most important things. Any heavy weapon will do, but you want Hand of Justice the most. It has a really good crit for farming AoE. It ignores dodge frames, ignores iframes, and the weapon art does a lot of damage. So it says 16.63, but it scales with your whetstone scaling. If you don't know, your weapons scale with whetstones, um, which are your upgrades, right? So what I did was I mainly went for whetstones and health upgrades because that's how you scale up the game. So my weapon hits very hard, so my crit will do a lot of damage. Some weapons don't scale with your whetstones, that's why. And I also there's different rarities of health and damage, but you should definitely get them over everything else. Prioritize these stats first, and then get weapon, health, damage first, then prioritize other stuff. Because that's your main way to scale up the game. Second most important thing is this banner. It's a legendary. Basically, the skill War Banner, it gives you a lot of good buffs that you can upgrade. It's probably like a 15 potential investment, but once you get this legendary, it makes it all worth it. So you have passive attack speed, move speed, damage boost, stuff like that. You can also cast the normal War Banner, and it'll stack with the legendary. I guess this one doesn't matter. This one's actually really good. But basically, I went for an ice build because none of the elements really do damage. So this ice clone, what it does is it acts like a free dodge, and with a legendary, the ice clone has a weapon and it can act like a vision shaper clone from Deep Woken, basically. We also have this teleport. It lets me teleport across the map. I'll have a clip of it. It makes it so I can farm faster. It's just convenient. This one doesn't really matter. It's just free damage reduction. But this build doesn't die anyway, so it doesn't matter. This one is just filler. I'm trying to get the move. This build's not done, by the way. I just had this as a filler move. This is just War Banner upgrades. This will take forever to go over, but I went over the most important stuff. Also, this updraft skill, it's really broken for farming. So it's like an AoE tornado, and then the final tick will inflict true stun and ragdoll, essentially. So that's everything, I think. We also have Soul Tree, but you don't need Soul Tree. We also have all these relics. So as you can see, I have almost every relic in the game. I'm missing like 5, I think. But you don't really need most of them. All you need is a Zephyr. Blood Zephyr, it just gives you more attack speed. Blood Sage Vial, it just gives you more health. And your mana doesn't matter. Because this race, it has mana downside, so it basically negates that. As long as you don't spam spells, this is a net positive. And Mark of Retribution is just infinite damage, so why not? This is how you outscale the game at every level. The rest of these relics are kind of just mid. I'm just going to click through them so you can see, but none of them are really worth using other than like those 3. And I guess, oh, here's all my stats. So I have 7,000 health, 77 base damage, which goes up to like 300 or 400 in normal, 300 in normal runs, I think, per M1, if it's a really long run. And if there's a poison modifier, you can get like 2,000 per M1. But other than that, you can increase your damage by getting the tier 3 sharp blade. So now it'll be 88 damage base. I guess I'll show like clips and stuff of the build working, because the original one is 13 minutes, it was really boring.